Well, hello, beautiful creator. I'm here to do a pick a card reading about surrendering. So, what is it that it's time for you to let go of? What do you need to surrender? That's something I've been working on myself, and so I thought it would be a good pick a card. So you have three piles to choose from. Pile one, which has this love rock. Um, Pile two, which has a horse. And pile three, that has this laugh rock. So, and pile two also has a goldstone that I neglected to move, so we'll leave it there for pile two. And you may want to make your selection based on what you want to create more of, and the cards will tell you what to surrender and how to go about surrendering what you need to surrender, and how to create more of that thing. So maybe love, freedom could be what the horse represents, confidence, laughter, so or joy. So go ahead and pick your card, and I will meet you in your reading. Okay, pile one, here we are in your reading. So you want to create more love. Wonder what you need to surrender to create that. So let's see what the cards say. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So these cards are by Judith Orloff, and they're called the Power of Surrender cards. So surrender to prayer. And then these are the mystical artist cards that I have created from my mandala journal pages. And so let's see what else is there for you. So this card comes from a dream called 11 Acres, and it is about extravagance, strength, rising up. So a place to be someday. Joy. This card is about joy, listening and acting on spirit, opening your heart and going with the flow. And this card is about creating more. Creating more is a 4-step process to create more of the life that you want. And it's motivation to break the rules, but motivation really to create the life that you want for yourself. Owning that ability that you have to create, radically accepting life as it comes, and engaging in the present. So those are my 4 steps for creating more. And imagining how you want things to go instead of imagining the things that are already existing. So it's believing that this or something better manifests for you. Ask the universe for what you need and want. So with prayer, there's three ways to prayer. The first is to surrender. Give yourself over completely to prayer. I don't have to know what to say or what to do, but the Spirit will direct me. So surrendering to prayer. Begging is not one of the three ways to pray. So another way to pray is through gratitude, and the third is asking for help or guidance. So if you are one who begs or even demands, then maybe kind of rethinking how you're praying. And let's see what else. Live from Spirit. So this deck is from Sonia Coquette, and they're called Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards. Make no judgments. Build on solid ground. So, how are you operating right now? Are you operating from a place of love? Are you operating from a place of fear? And are you operating from a place of your highest spiritual, authentic self? Or are you operating from a place of ego and being right? So make no judgments. Our judgments are often the catalyst for emotions, and the more intense our judgments are, the more intense our emotions are going to be. And so learning how to be in the moment, live in the moment, practicing mindfulness and practicing non-judgment is the key to really creating that life of love that you are wanting to create. And so living from Spirit is like walking on a tightrope, blindly walking from one place to another. And we're living in a time where we're creating something new collectively. So everyone is sort of, if you are living consciously, everyone is sort of blindly walking into this new way of being. And so surrendering, checking in with your own guidance, being non-judgmental about what comes to you, and asking for what you need and what you want, asking Spirit, asking your own inner guidance for what you want and need. All of those things are ways to build this foundation that you are wanting to create, a foundation of love and peace and joy, are the things that I think most of us want to create. So we may want different things materially or relationally, or even career-wise, but we all want more love and peace and joy. So this is how you get it. You surrender to prayer, ask for guidance, and ultimately you're going to get what you're here to get, you know. So good things are coming to you. Trust in it and make sure that you're aligned with what you want to create, not with what is currently in your experience. So looking at what you already have, and maybe you have everything you could ever dream of, but usually there's always something more, you know, that we want. And so looking at what it is that you want, and imagining what you want to create. So gratitude, count everything as blessings, count it all joy, means to count the blessings in your life. I had a client tell me that one time. When I don't get my way, I start counting the blessings in my life. So if you're not getting your way, maybe there is a reason, and maybe there's something better, this or something better is coming. And so let go a little bit, ask Spirit for help, ask Spirit for guidance, and find the gratitude in when you talk with Spirit. And so the last card that I'm going to draw for you is from Gabby Bernstein's deck called The Universe Has Your Back. And this is just one more card to give you a little bit of encouragement and a little bit more guidance for your reading. And actually there's 3 cards, so how that happened, I guess they're stuck together, but we'll take them, right? We'll take all the guidance we can get. And maybe you're taking a breath and praying and surrendering to that. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. That is what I was saying about making sure that you're aligned with what you truly want, and making sure that you're asking for what you actually want, not focus on what you have that you don't want anymore, but what do you want? My vibes speak louder than my words. So your thinking, your thoughts are important to align, but what is more effective is aligning your feelings. So if you're, you know, focusing on those non-judgmental thoughts and or the things that you want, and you're feeling out of alignment with that. So you know, anger or sadness or anxiety, whatever it is, then you're going to attract the more of that energy, the vibes, the feelings. And so when you're trying to create something new, thinking that that way your thinking, and then aligning your feelings with what your thoughts are. So I want to create more wealth. Well, how does it feel to be wealthy? Or I want to create more love. If my heart is closed and I'm feeling anxious or angry, then how am I going to create more love? So breathing into my heart and feeling love however I can would be how I can create more love. And when I lean towards love, I am led. So you can choose in any moment. You can choose to lean towards fear or towards love. All right, pile 1, that is your reading. What matters is that you choose love, and that if you like this video, what also matters is that you like it with your thumbs up and comment, leave me some good feedback, and subscribe so you don't miss my videos. All right, pile 1, I'll see you next time. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's see what the universe wants you to surrender to. So you've got this horse. It looks like, to me, it looks joyful, like it's joyfully running towards something. What are you running to? What do you want to run to? Or it could be about freedom. So what do you want to free yourself from? Freedom and surrender. You got to surrender so you can get that freedom. Oh my goodness, there is a horse. And surrender to silence. Yikes. It's a dark, dreary looking picture, but the universe wants you to know that you are cared for always, and there's something that needs to change so that you can have freedom. So what is it that needs to change? Because there is something shiny. That gold stone is shiny. Can't really tell on the video, but it is glittery. So silence, contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within is what this message is. So let's see what else we have for you. You don't need to move mountains to find what you're looking for. Do the small things. There's some secret messages on this card, and even I don't know what they're meaning. I drew these. So these are my mystical artist decks. So creating more of the life you want for yourself is what these cards are all about. And they come from my journal pages, mandala journal pages. So let's look at the next one. This card is about asking for protection. So there are things maybe that are stirred up, and so there's symbols of protection within this card, and strength, wish fulfillment, protection, abundance. So those are just some of the symbols. This message was something I wrote down. The past person was getting energy from me. That person was successful because I supported them and lifted them up. I don't know where I got that message. I was probably listening to a reader, because I like to listen to tarot and oracle card readers on YouTube, just like you're doing. So here is another card. I am a spark of the divine, and you have the right to be here. You have the right to be yourself. There's a message from Prometheus, a god. It's time for me to steal back my fire. So there's a statement here. I'm proud to be me. It's wonderful to be me. I am beautiful. I am a ray of light. So those are some affirmations. I'm a spark of divine love. I am proud to be me. It's wonderful to be me. I am beautiful. A ray of light. I have a right to be here. I have a right to be myself. And this card is about the law of attraction. Let's see what it says. If it doesn't make you sing, don't do it. Be nicer to yourself. Connect to source. I am hearing more clearly. So there's that. And this is a prayer for freedom, moving from one place to another. So there's a spiraling. So the way the spiral works is it goes up and around, and you're becoming conscious, and so you're moving upwards on the spiral, moving up, moving up, moving up. But then the unconscious peers its ugly head, and then bam, you're stuck in the darkness again. And so that's like the backside of the spiral. And then when that happens, when we get in that darkness, that's surrendering to silence, that dark space where we have to go within. We forget that we've ever been on the other side and things have been bright and light, but that's the way that life works. You have dark, you have light, and you have to keep going back and forth between the two to grow and to free yourself from whatever you're stuck holding on to. So let's see what else. We've got, these cards are from Sonia Coquette, and they're called Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards. So what other messages do you have for pile 2? Seek hidden treasure. Ooh, murky. Begin to explore. So maybe now is time to explore your inner world. So you've got that surrender to silence card, and these hidden treasures. So a lot of times what happens is we want to run away from the dark, but we want to stay focused on the light, right? But if we just calm our mind, surrender to the silence, and allow our mind to be quiet and still so we can tap into that silence and hear a deeper truth. And so sometimes we have to like coach ourselves with our language. You know, I have a right to be here. I am proud to be me. So you can kind of coach yourself with that language and calm those negative voices so that you can kind of wipe that stuff out of the way. Then there's hidden treasure. So going in and exploring your hidden world, being open to exploring. And if you're afraid, then asking for protection is always a really helpful thing. And you can ask your higher power, you can ask your own soul, you can ask God, you can ask Archangel Michael, which is my go-to. And all you have to say is, Holy Spirit, enter here, or Archangel Michael, enter here, or however you choose to pray, and ask for protection. You can ask to cut any energetic cords that maybe are no longer serving your highest good, so that you can get that freedom from whatever you're wanting or needing protection from. So all right, so we are going to see what else the universe's message. These are from Gabrielle Bernstein. The universe has your back. So one little last message for inspiration and surrendering. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So the darkness can be scary, going within can be very scary, and the things that lead us to that place often are very painful. Maybe something painful has happened, and now you're hurt, fearful, feeling broken. You're not broken, but feeling broken. And so know that you are love. You are a spark of divine love. And you are worthy of the freedom that is your birthright. All right, Pile 2, there's your reading. If you like this reading, I ask that you like the post and the video, and comment and subscribe to make sure that you get the videos when they come out. All right, Pile 2, you beautiful creator, you. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the pile with the laugh rock. We'll put it by Pile 2's horse, which I forgot to move. But what are we surrendering to? Surrender to passion. And you got two things you need to surrender to. Scarcity. So get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So you want more laughter in your life. You're going to want to move towards the things that ignite your spirit, ignite your passion. And you have a fear of not having enough, fear of scarcity. The universe asks you to be open to the infinite nature of abundance. Be open to the infinite nature of abundance. So these pots, empty pots, this is a message of stepping into the power of who you actually are. You have divine appointments. What is calling you right now? If what you're doing doesn't feel right for you, then you're got to go in a different direction. Go in the exact opposite direction. Move away from what doesn't work towards the light. The energy with which you do something, my friend Lydia says, is the energy you will get back. So you're in a room filled with empty pots, a life filled with empty pots, or is your glass half empty? These cards are from my Mystical Artist deck. They're handmade and I do not have them available for purchase, but they're from my journal pages. So there's lots of messages here for you. So going with the flow, are you paddling upstream, trying to go back to what doesn't work? So a river goes one direction and it moves. It's going to take you no matter what. If you're in the river of life, so to speak, then that's going to take you where you need to go. Now, fighting it, trying to paddle upstream is not going to make you go upstream. Eventually, you're going to get tired and the river's going to take you where you're meant to go anyway. There's some promise, some goal. So, there's some potential for you to unlock within you. So now is not the time to stay small. Now is not the time for you to stay in your head. It's about getting into your body, like tapping in, breathing into your gut, even just visualizing your gut, breathing into your gut, going and grounding yourself in the earth. Those are all things. So healing, 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 healing. So what needs to be healed? Shine light on the darkness. Love all the parts of yourself. Love your darkness too. So what is it that you are avoiding? You are a healer. You can heal yourself. So I've got these cards from Sonia Coquette, and they're called Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards. So we're going to draw a couple of cards from that deck and see what else you need to know about surrendering to passion and surrendering your belief in scarcity. What else does pile 3 need to know for surrendering? All right, so revive the dormant, take the lead, make necessary sacrifices. So let's see. So what is dead no longer serves you. So reviving the dormant may be about breathing life into your passion, into your belly, so that it can flow, and the necessary sacrifices. What's holding you back? What do you need to let go of to get to that passion? That's where you're going to find the laughter again. That's where you're going to revive the dormant. And so you are a leader. You're a leader, and it's time for you to step into that power. So this ladder, I don't know, that ladder seems to be going to nowhere, and that's how it feels sometimes. Sometimes you just need to laugh. Sometimes you just need to play. But sitting on the sidelines and not living your life is not an option for you anymore. So this belief in scarcity is like that holds so many of us back. Like, there's not enough. The pots are all empty. There's not enough for me, and I can't live my dreams because there's not enough, and I don't deserve it, or other people deserve it more than I do, So let go of your humility, and this card, which I didn't even look at, is about gratitude. I am gratitude. Rampage of appreciation is a practice that I learned from Abraham Esther Hicks, and it's about just rampage. So anything you can think, any tiny little thing that you can think of, gratitude, and even the painful things, whatever arises, love that. That's a book by Matt Kahn. So and maybe getting that book would be a good idea for you, but whatever arises, love that. So there's lots of things that you can find, whether it's the cool side of the pillow or I love warm baths. I like candles. I like crystals. Walking barefoot in the grass. Whatever is your thing. It might be a cup of hot coffee. It might be a piece of candy. Whatever your deal. But don't go through the motions of your life. Stop going through the emotions of your life and not noticing the good things. That glass that's half empty, that pot that is all the way empty needs to be, you need to start noticing the good things. Like, get out of your head, feel all of the sensations in your body and through your five senses, and begin to connect to those things, letting go of all the rest. So let's see, I've got this last deck from Gabrielle Bernstein. It's called The Universe Has Your Back. And we are going to just draw one card. What does pile 3 need to take with them? What message would be helpful for pile 3 to take? To surrender to scarcity, belief in scarcity, and surrender to passion. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. And a bonus card, another bright, my fearless freedom or passion, freedom or passion lights up the world. Fearless freedom. You are a bright light. You are a bright light. There's a lot of light in this reading, and the candles, and in these swords. This is about this card's about Jophiel, and who is a healer. And that sword is like a golden sword that cuts through darkness. So that is, you're like a kind of like a little, not little, but you're kind of like a badass, and you're like climbing up that ladder just into, you know, the great big world out there. This is who you are. So it's time to take flight, step into that power of who you are. And you actually have wings you have no idea of. It's time to fly, pile 3. All right, that's your reading. Thank you for being here with me, and I just ask that you like and comment and subscribe if you like this video, and I hope you did. Wouldn't want you to miss a video, and would love to hear your feedback when you comment. All right, bye.